What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Juan, and today we're taking a look at the LEGO Ideas Friends set. This set is built around the Central Perk, which is the main area in which the TV show takes place. I don't know every reference in this little set. My wife would. I wouldn't. This is her favorite show. This is why we got this set when it came out. I knew that she loved it, so I know she had to have it. But with that being said, let's get into the review. All right, so before we get into it, let's just quickly take a look at the box. Just like all the LEGO Idea sets, I think the box is really, really nice. Specifically this one, the Friends logo is always such a, I don't know, it's so nostalgic. It's like a throwback. It's really nice to have it at the top of the box. Obviously, it depicts the set, the characters, and some of the accessories that they're going to come with. I'll go through those in a second. The side of the box is the same thing, just shows some of the characters. Minus Gunther, he's not on the side of the box. I'm not sure why, but he's probably because he's not the main character. But over here, we just have some little depicted scenes going on here, like Phoebe singing outside of the Central Perk. Got Gunther here at his little coffee area. It shows one of the play features of this set, or I guess not a play feature, but a feature of this set. And then, of course, it shows a little bit of the characters sitting around the coffee table. But other than that, it's a really nice box, but let's actually look at the set. All right, everybody. So before I get too crazy in depth with the minifigures or anything, I just wanted to quickly have an overlook of this beautiful set. I mean, if you look all around, there's not an area that's lacking in detail. Nothing. I mean, from the front to the back, it's just absolutely beautiful. But before I get too much into this, let's just quickly look at the main feature of this whole set. Hopefully I don't break it like I did before, and I did. This whole section pulls out. I know it's a little tough to get it out of there. It's kind of a tight fit, but this is the main draw for this set, I would assume, for Friends lovers like my wife. She's a big fan of the show. She's like me with The Office. She loves the show, so I got it for her. And this is definitely a very, desired addition, that you can take this main scenery out of the set, because this is where the show really gets its life from. I mean, the friends are meeting here. They're talking about what happened in their day. They're laughing. They're talking. So it's really great that you can display this in your day-to-day life, maybe on your desk or something. So it's a really nice inclusion. And the fact that all the characters can fit here. Phoebe could sit on this couch. There's enough space to fit her. Is a really welcome addition. So very nice, very detailed, beautiful couch. Very cool little seats. Very nice build. They didn't cheap out on these seats. They made them very interesting. Great techniques. They allow for the back to actually move, which is great, because sometimes the characters don't fit as they should on the seats, which can get frustrating when you're trying to position them the way that you want. Oops, and I'm knocking everything over as we go. But like I said, really great draw. One of the main features of the set. But let's quickly put this aside, and we'll actually take a look at the rest of the set, and we'll have a look at that again in a minute. But having a look at the set, as you see here, there's a whole ordering wall here. Let me see if I can get this camera to focus a little bit better. But yeah, there's just a couple of varieties of things that you could order from the Central Perk. Some coffee and some little things that you could eat that you can get from this little shop over here, which is fantastic. As you see, Mr. Gunther is back there. I think he has a broom in his hand, so I don't know why he's doing that, but he's got his little unhappy face on, kind of like he does in the show. He kind of's got that weird face that he's always making. I mean, this is just an amazing design. You could tell that's a coffee maker. One of the really nice ones, like an espresso maker, so that looks really cool. Please excuse my hands. I got paint all over them. It's hard to take oil paint off, but without too much digression, I think that this is such a beautiful set. Like I said, it's just really well detailed. I mean, I feel like they really didn't have to go all out on the kitchen area as they did. It makes sense, being as this is, that's really the only other thing in this set. I just think it's great. I mean, you also have this little area here. You got some chairs in the back. You have a nice little picture of the San Francisco Bridge. Some nice flowers, I'm not sure exactly what that is in the back. It's like a little, I don't know what that's supposed to represent. I'm not that into the show to where I would know exactly. You do have a nice little curtain that covers back here, which is a nice welcomed addition. And then, if I'm not mistaken, I think, can you remove this? Yeah, this little piece comes out as well, just like the other one did, which is really cool too. I guess you could display a figure here just like you would on the other piece. So that's a very welcomed addition. I really enjoyed the way that they make you build this. It's like sideways. So you're building like you would normally, but then you're laying it down flat, which is so strange to me, who wasn't used to that kind of technique. So it's very cool. And the fact that you can just slide this stuff back in. It is a tight fit. So I always end up destroying this set because I never have the patience to put it, whatever. I never have the patience to put it in right, either of these. Because like I said, it's a really tight fit and it gets a little bit annoying trying to fit them in there. But look at that one fit. Over here, if we look on the right side, we see Phoebe just singing some amazing music, probably talking about Smelly Cat, and really obviously bringing joy to everyone coming into the Central Perk. Very cool, a very nice addition to have a piano in there. Very nice to have a microphone, obviously a little microphone stand, you know, her little couch there that she's sitting on, or a little bench, really not a couch. Like I said, that piano is a very nice addition. Then you got a little coat rack in the back. It's hard to see from this angle, but right here you got a little coat rack. You do have, obviously, the double doors in the front. I'll move this around a little bit so you can see what the back looks like. But it's very interesting, great build, especially for the interior. I mean, it just looks really beautiful. There's nothing wrong with it, in my opinion. And then, oh yeah, one other thing I want to touch on is obviously these stage lights. I think that's so great, you know? It's funny that this is included in the Lego Friends set, and it wasn't in The Office. Obviously, in The Office, you never, you know, I feel like maybe because the show Friends was, you know, recorded in front of a live studio audience and all that stuff, so people knew there was going to be stage lights, and it was like more, I know this show is, you know, filmed in live, you know, some of the episodes were filmed live, or all of them, I'm not 100% sure. So it's really interesting that they added that. I love that inclusion. Really gives you like the idea like, wow, this is just a TV show being filmed and I'm just watching it happen. So that's really fantastic. And before I get too carried away and make this video obnoxiously long, we have some really great Easter eggs out here. Obviously a really nice little facade out here that you got going. Beautiful little techniques that add a little something to these otherwise plain walls out here. You also get this really hilarious poster of Joey over here with some lipstick. I think that's from an episode where he does like an ad or something like that, and he's trying lipstick on, which is really funny. Obviously the back door, not much going on here. A little strange, this little area that was left like that, a couple areas. Obviously that's where the kitchen is, so there's a lot of stuff going on the inside, not much on the outside. But other than that, beautiful set, not hard to handle as you can see, so it's not obnoxiously big. But I think they really did a great job in capturing the TV show. I think there's nothing wrong with it. They included the right figures. Obviously, they included Gunther in there that they didn't have to add, but if they didn't, it would kind of be a letdown. But other than that, let's just take a look at the figures themselves, and then we'll move on. All right, so I'm going to take a brief little pause to kind of read a little verse. It's a really simple verse, and it just goes, love your neighbor as yourself. This verse is really important, and the reason I say it, I know it's kind of random in a Lego video, but I put it out there because in this world that we live in right now, it feels like almost impossible to be in agreement with somebody, or if you guys disagree, it's hard to find a middle ground. So it's, regardless of what you believe, I think it's important, and it's a good value to have in your life to love other people. Regardless of what you believe, what you think, your views, politics, all that stuff put aside, it's always important to love people because you only are here for a certain amount of time. Use that time to be productive, positive, move forward, and the only way we can ever be better is to love other people instead of putting people down or disliking them because they have differences than you. So I just wanted to quickly throw that in there. I hope you guys can take something from that. I know it impacts me a lot. It doesn't matter what you believe. I think it's just a good thing to think about. And important to dwell on sometimes, especially in the world that we live in right now. But now let's get back into the review. All right, so having a look at the minifigures, I'm going to do this a little bit differently because none of them have anything interesting printed on the back of them. So I'm just going to have them, I'm going to have them lined up here and then kind of talk about them a little bit. Starting from my left, we got Gunther here. He's really cool. He's got his funny like lime green shirt going on and a really cool tie. Really cool hairpiece. Definitely suits him just like in the show. He's got kind of like a not really blonde, almost white hair, which is why they gave him that hairpiece. And then he's got a broom because he's always cleaning or trying to clean up after Rachel when she makes a mess. Of course, right next to him, we have Rachel, who does, I believe, have the best printing of anyone here. because she does include waist and leg printing, which is a really nice welcomed addition. She also, I know you can't probably see it really well, she does have a necklace printed on her neck, which is really nice. A great hairpiece, and her face print, you could tell she's more like the one that, she's more of a lady that would wear more makeup, and she like takes care of herself a lot. And that's really cool because you could see from her eyebrows, she's got, or her eyelashes, she's got like the extensions going on, which is really cool. Here we have Mr. Ross. Next, he looks a lot more professional than the other guys, except maybe Chandler, but he is wearing a tie. You know, he looks a little more put together, which he kind of is that way in the show, or at least he likes to think he is. Great hairpiece. He's smiling. All of them are smiling, which makes sense because they almost all are in the show. Joey next to him. Great figure. Nothing wrong with Joey. You can tell it's Joey. He's got that cool smirk that just, you know, it just screams Joey. Cool little satchel he's got on there. And then right next to him is his best friend, Mr. Chandler. Great looking figure. I think his face is kind of funny. He's got that kind of almost, it looks like he's almost surprised, but not really. He's just kind of about to say something funny like he always does. He comes with his little suitcase. He comes with an unbuttoned shirt and a cool little vest. I think it looks great. Moving on to the right, you got Phoebe. She comes with a guitar, which is obviously a good inclusion for her. She has a really cool kind of 80s vibe type shirt going on there, which is really cool. And then to the very far right, we have Mrs. Monica here, a beautiful figure. I do like that even though she didn't have printed legs, as you can see, her legs kind of go into the print on her shirt, which is like her pants being held up by suspenders. So I think it's really cool how they did that because it really makes it look like it's one print going up, but it's really not. So that's always a nice welcomed addition. They all do have alternate faces. I'm not going to show them right now because it's a pain in the butt to try to flip them for you guys, but they're all just more or less happy face. The only one that's slightly different is Miss Phoebe. She kind of has a singing face, which is cool. But other than that, that's pretty much it. All right, guys. Well, having had a look at the set and the figures and a little bit close up, I think that the set is fantastic. It was worth the $59.99 that it originally came out as, and it's definitely worth it now with the 20% off that you can get at the Lego website. You know, it's never bad to add Lego ideas, sets to your collection. I think they add a really nice amount of detail that you won't get from any other set. They come with super sweet boxes if you like to collect boxes like we do. Really nice display pieces, as you can see, a lot of features for displaying purposes. A great selection of minifigures. Always they're going to be some of your favorite minifigures. And like I said, it's just a lot of detail, so I think it's definitely a set that you're going to want to get. I think it's retiring before the end of this year, before the end of 2023. So it's definitely something I think that you guys should get. It's going to be worth a lot, just like the Flintstone set was. I think I purchased that for about $40, and now you can't get it for less than $100, brand new. So I think, like that, this set is going to be worth a lot, especially to people that love the show Friends, and that's a lot of people. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're going to keep making a lot of videos. The Lego City is getting more updates. Trying to do a lot of things and make this channel cool and enjoyable for you guys. I hope you enjoy it. I appreciate you guys if you're liking and subscribing. Just even watching the video, I appreciate it. Thanks for clicking on it, and we'll see you on the next one.